Wylde, and I've been privileged to be a part of this process since 2012. 2 years ago, I was the executive director of Families for Community, which is a nonprofit organization that was housed within the Jackson County Developmental Disabilities program and works with families who have children with intellectual and developmental disabilities, helps connect them to their community. What this meant was that when families came in to meet with their service coordinator, if they wanted to, they could seamlessly be connected to a network of families who have walked in their shoes. I'm passionate about removing barriers to accessing supports because I wear two hats. Today, I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Living Opportunities, who will also be a partner within this building and have staff here, but I'm also a parent who utilizes these services. I'm the mother of 3 amazing young boys, and my youngest son, Parker, at 18 months old, ran a fever of 104.5 and began to regress. Parker has what was diagnosed as regressive autism. One day, he was meeting all of his developmental milestones. He was typically developing in every way. He was that little boy that his brothers walked into the room and he would giggle and he would call me Mom. And then the next day, he was a child who I would walk into the room and he would look at me with the eyes of a stranger. He lost all language, all social skills. He screamed all the time and we slept very little. And when he was awake, he screamed. He was my 3rd baby. I was a child development major. I'm the oldest of 10 children. I should have had this parenting thing down. And here I was with this little boy who I didn't know what to do. In the blink of an eye, we were a family very close to crisis. I was a mom in crisis. I didn't know how to parent this child who didn't know how to communicate with me. I watched him obsessively line up toys. I watched him just flap things in front of his face. You can't go to the grocery store with a child who melts down without warning. You lose friends. People don't have the skills or really the desire to babysit a child with such support needs. It was a really difficult time. And every night we would kneel before his bed and pray that someday this little boy would have a way of communicating so we would know and he would know that we loved him. And maybe, if I was lucky, someday I would hear him call me Mama. Fast forward through the years, Parker received therapy through the state early intervention. He had a wonderful team who surrounded him each and every day and worked tirelessly, and he worked very, very hard. We met Debbie, who was assigned as his Jackson County DD service coordinator, and she was a rock. Parker started receiving special education services through Medford School District, and even more people were added to Team Parker. He needed outside occupational therapy to help with feeding issues, and our team grew and grew. And every single time I met with these amazing individuals who helped us be safe and access and thrive within our community, we retell our story. When something changes, we say it over and over again. Today, Parker is 9 years old. He's in 4th grade at Lone Pine Elementary School, and he receives all of his special education supports within the general ed classroom. He did a fantastic job of cutting the ribbon this morning, even though he was a bit confused because he did not need people to help him. Didn't I tell them he was excellent at cutting ribbons? It's totally a skill he had, but 2 years ago, when I did my tiny part in helping with this building, it was not because of bricks and mortar, or because it would mean nicer offices, or more and better accessible parking for me. My partnership within this project was because of what will happen inside this building. When county staff is clustered together the way that they are, that means that they can talk, and families like mine will be more efficiently supported. When partner organizations that we access are in the building, that means we can schedule multiple visits and multiple appointments in one location. And when data and information that is appropriate can be shared efficiently and effectively, that means I don't have to tell my story again and again and again. This building and this project is a huge step to breaking down barriers that we have within our community to accessing the supports that we need. So to the county government, to Mark, to Stephanie, to the executive management that have spent days and nights working tirelessly, I know that you are exhausted, and I know that you worked very, very hard. I know that this building has been and will continue to be a gigantic undertaking. But from me and mine, thank you. Your hard work means that you're making life easier for me, for other families in my community, and for my amazing little ribbon cutter. Thank you.